Alright, hello everyone. I'm just gonna get right into it. This is my shitbook, aka the book where I really don't care. At first, it wasn't supposed to be just a dump, but because I didn't really focus on what a sketchbook is, it was just supposed to be doodling while I don't know. I didn't use this book for practice at the beginning. I used it just to doodle when I went to Canada. And I watched Fight Club on the plane. That's why there's some Fight Club drawings. But anyways, there is nudity in this book, and I curse a little bit, and there's cursing written in the sketchbook. So if you're uncomfortable with that, please just click out. Just like the disclaimer said earlier. Anyways, that's the page where I decide this is my shit book. But yeah, no, I did a lot of gesture drawings with Croquis Cafe in this, and yeah, I don't know, it was just me trying to figure out anatomy, and these first ones are really bad, but I think I improve. I definitely have a better understanding now. This one isn't really bad though. This one's pretty nice. I like it. It just doesn't look like a 5-minute, and it really wasn't. The drawing wasn't. The coloring was just an extra, I guess. Also, I'm flipping around my sketchbook a lot. With these two drawings, I really didn't want people to see them, but I kind of forgot about that because I didn't know what I was showing for a second. I'm just really bad at drawing males, and it's just, yeah. And I'm also bad at drawing buildings, so that was whatever. I'm doing a really shit job at showing these, but I fix that. I'm sorry. Well, I try to. It's better than the last video, guys. But why the horse thick is because I was doing commission and I had to draw a horse and it was too thick. But yeah, no. So as you can see, just a lot of gesture drawings. In this one, I tried to try a different site with gestures, but it was only pictures, and it wasn't like Croquis Cafe where it's a video and it simulates an actual in-person study of a model, because the model's moving throughout the video. The model will get a little tired, maybe their head will droop, and you just have to deal with that. That's how life drawing works. This was some doodles I did while me and Noah were doing a Nuzlocke, and I wasn't insanely invested, but Noah was because he was playing the game. That only makes sense. But yeah, a lot of these drawings I'm gonna be posting Patreon. Okay, so this is one of my favorite models. Reason being, she's got such fun shapes and curves. I love it. I love when the skin folds and you get to draw that in the back, and then their little butt, and I just love the big belly little butt thing going on. It's just fun to draw. It's different from these models, these skinnier models. But yeah, no, I like drawing big models. I don't draw them enough because I don't see them enough on Croquis Cafe. They've got a variety though. I'm not talking shit on Croquis Cafe. I use them all the time. This one was another one of my favorite models. She just dressed up, and she was the first model that dressed up, I guess, that I clicked on. By the way, if you ever want to draw these models that you see in my sketchbook, if you pause, also there's the Sandpiker. But if you pause and just look, sometimes I have the name written up at the top so that you can try those poses yourself. Just a little comic of Noah, how my mornings used to go when I visit. Little imposter from Among Us, because I went back and I drew on that page. Just an updated Pokemon team for the Nuzlocke. Yeah, no, I love Chingling. There he is. I also drew me and Noah, like, as Pokemon gym leaders, I guess. This is probably my favorite Pokemon page, just because of the, I don't know, the blue. I drew my favorites. I also went on a little trip with my grandparents. And on that, I tried to figure out how to draw Noah, I guess, because he doesn't like how long I draw his face. And then more drawings of me and Noah, some Cowboy Bebop, some Ed, absolutely horrendous Lupin, and then back to studies. I really like this pink page. I love her little skirt that she put on. It was just fun poses. Except for that. I think that one was the 5-minute and I just messed up immediately. Oh, okay, so I did a take 1 of this. I'm doing a, like, voiceover right now, and right as I showed that last page of me and then, like, me and my cat, she comes in and starts meowing super loud. This is just some drawings of my sister playing in the water and my grandma painting her toenails on the dock. My grandma's garden, she's got a lot of hummingbird feeders, because they live, like, in the middle of the woods. Noah shaved. I posted that on Twitter. Oh, there's so many, like, gay things of me and Noah. So, sorry to, like, suffocate you with that. Little Mac DeMarco in the corner. I don't know why I wrote this page is stupid and I hate it, because I like the, like, designs on it. Little comic, you can pause and read it, I guess. I don't know. It's another, like, really corny thing. Skater kids. That drawing of Noah in the corner, by the way, best drawing of Noah in this book. Really bad horse drawings, I can't draw them. Little Elton John in the corner. See, this is just a book of just shit. It's everywhere. Pregnant model. She's very, very good. I give her props for modeling while she's so pregnant. Oh, I went camping, by the way. I really... See, this is a Korean, like, animator, so I don't even know their name, but you probably have seen their work if you've seen mine. This is another model that just did, like, costumes, and I point out which one's my favorite. Only, I really like that one, mainly because I gave her such a pointy nose. I absolutely failed at her 5-minute one. I really like this page too. I like that I did the pink stripes in the background. This model was really nice. I like how a lot of models have their shtick, and with this girl, it was like her earrings and her necklace. It's very, very nice. And yeah, I loved the swing page. Also, yeah, that 5-minute, that didn't take 5 minutes because it was just with a marker. It looks quick to me, but my goodness, it's so, that's a good 5-minute. But yeah, with Croquis Cafe, they've got the 1 minute, the 2 minute, and then the 5 minute. And the 1 and the 2 minute are great. 1 minute warm up, and then like 2 minute is like the sweet spot. That's where you really shine. And then the 5 minute is a hit or miss. Because with the 5 minute, it's like the pose can be either super interesting or absolutely boring. Like, most of the time, it'll be like the person is posing and like their 1 and 2 minutes are like super interesting and I love them and I'm like, wow, I can't wait to see what their 5 minute is. And then boom, they lay down facing away from the camera, so I can't even focus on drawing their fucking face, dude. Beautiful mug of theirs. Don't even get to, it literally takes 2 minutes to draw somebody sitting down with their back faced against the camera. You just draw a line and then like a couple more and then you're done. Also, okay, so I absolutely hated this 5 minute that I did with pencil because I guess I tried to add in some red in there and blah blah blah. Anyways, it looks like shit. And so I took the time to write you during recording this. By the way, I did not bother to record this twice. So you're gonna have to deal with this quality. I really liked this lady's hair. She had it in like a braid and then it like curled up at the end and it was really cool. Thing that I tried to poorly point out in this 5 minute drawing is her ribcage is so wide and her hips don't make sense. They're tiny. Also, I'm so sorry if you hear my sister literally going crazy. I drew the pregnant lady again because I feel like I didn't give her justice. Yeah, no. I just love it. Also, I was on a trip to a wedding and we were listening to a murder mystery podcast. I guess I'm gonna talk about this now. I went to my great uncle's farm and we got ice cream and rode around in the 4-wheeler and went around and I drew some cows. I got to see the bulls fighting and I just drew like what my first impression was, I guess. Bulls are so weird looking. But you know, the best thing about drawing cows, because at the end of the day, I took out the 4-wheeler and I just went out to the pasture myself. Best thing about drawing cows is when one starts to move and you don't remember the position, just look around for a different cow doing literally the same thing. There's so many and they're all so similar. There's also the horses. But a lot of the drawings are not finished, as you can see, because I had the 4-wheeler with the snacks in the back, and the goats know that when that 4-wheeler comes around, they get food. So they kept hopping up on my 4-wheeler as I'm like zooming around. Here's some studies while my family was like going around. There's my grandma's dog sleeping, taking a nap. There's my aunt knitting. Everyone was just socializing and I was drawing people. We went to Iowa. It was for a wedding and yeah. It was super hot. Some Divinity Original Sin stuff. It's just the Incarnate because if you don't know, it's basically like D&D but video game and it's really fun. I immediately pointed at my friend's dog that I drew. His name is Rex, and honestly that's the best dog drawing I've ever done. Followed by the worst colored pencil drawings you'll ever see. It's just, I don't know how people make colored pencil look so pretty. I wanted to try. Just some boring little pages. But it's my shitbook, so who cares? Me and my friends go painting in the park sometimes, and I just drew all of us. I don't really recently I haven't been able to finish my paintings whenever we go, but I drew one of the houses that is like on the side of the road across from the park. And then we come back to colored studies. I like these ones. These ones are nice. I like this model. She had to balance on a beam for those ones, the one where she's colored in orange. She was shaking. I felt so bad. She looked so scared. She was literally gonna fall. But it was really hard to draw her because her position just kept changing because she was shaking. Her arms were flying everywhere. It was very difficult. I don't like these pages. I will recommend, okay, this is just me, probably, but what I think makes a page of gesture drawings look super pretty is when they're properly like lined up and spaced out and don't collide with each other. And then you can draw that, like, you can either color them in without smudging them, or if you don't think you're, like, gonna be able to make it without smudging, you just see if you see the pink that just went by, you color in the background. The reason why I think that makes it look pretty is because it emphasizes the silhouette that you just made of a drawing. Also, I grabbed my other sketchbook just to show you these, because I love this model. This was probably, he did really interesting poses and I loved it. And it's just very fun figure to draw. And that one was a little different. It went 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45, 1 minute, and it like just kept going up. I also loved this model who got into a costume. It's not focusing that well on pencil, so you'll see me get like super angry and I'll hit my camera. I tried to do a thumbs up when it focused, but then it went to shit, and also you couldn't see me thumbs up. More of that model. These ones are okay. Some other model, I don't know. It wasn't my best work. And it's the bald man sighing. I don't know, my comfort zone is woman. And so whenever I draw men, it's a little difficult. And I just think it's stiff. Oh, also I point at my favorite gesture drawing in this page. There she is, with her cool, fun stance. Anyways, but yeah, no, women are definitely a comfort zone for me, and men are a little hard to draw. I just think with men it comes out a little more stiff because I want to draw them so angular, because a lot of them are muscular. I feel like it's easier to start out drawing like bigger men who maybe are, or not even bigger, just less defined men. But yeah, no, I think that makes it easier to make them more dynamic, is you don't focus on making them as angular as they really are, or else you end up making it stiff. Oh, I was trying so hard to get this page to focus, and then I just gave up and hoped that it would focus on the pen in the next page, and it did. It just, my camera doesn't know what pencil is. See, I'm hitting the page and then I eventually hit the camera. Here, wait for it. Oh, no, I already did it, I guess. I like this page. This one's pretty good. I would say, oh yeah, so with the pencil page, I was talking about how I didn't like drawing it in pencil, so I decided to do it in pen, and it turned out a lot better. These are some park sketches of, that's one of my friend drawing. And then I went to go hike at a state park, but it got rained out, so I just drew our car radio. Oh my gosh, my eyes are tweaking out right now because my outside lighting is crazy. Ugh. Yeah, just some studies of women. And then there's a dude. This one doesn't have a name on it, I'm sorry. He had some good poses, though. I just didn't do him justice. But, yeah. His 5-minute, I absolutely fucked up. It was so bad. So I just drew Among Us. Which, that game makes me so nervous when I'm imposter. I don't know, I either do really good or really bad. Anyways, this is just a page of me watching Philosophy Tube. Here is my favorite page of male drawing. Oh, it's so good. Pause and look at that. I did those recently, so I'm still proud of them, by the way. That's the only reason. Drew a strong lady in sweatpants because I was getting dressed and I realized, I'm like, wow, I look really strong in sweatpants. Characters from Hades, there's Aphrodite and Athena. And then this is some gesture drawings. There's my favorite one of him pointing, but I really like drawing this man's belly. It's just a fun shape. Like, oh, I love when it like folds over their like legs, and you get to draw their like squished belly button. That's fun. I made him look super depressed in that last 5-minute one. I felt bad. This model kind of like tended to try and do the same pose, but she was still fun. I've drawn her before. She was earlier on. I just know her for her like hairstyle. Some drawings of Chloe Ting because I worked out today. And then the final page. I just flipped back through my book and drew what I saw. But yeah, Shitbook complete. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was a lot better than the past things that you've seen, and yeah. Also, you can go and check out my Patreon where I'm going to be posting some of the sketches that I've done in this book. I've already posted like quite a few from this sketchbook, but I'm just going to be scanning and posting a bunch of drawings of that. But yeah, if you'd like to support me, and just give me some extra savings money for college, that'd be very much appreciated. Yeah. Hope you all have a good day, and goodbye.